Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. With me, Amalina Ramadhani. Today, happy gathering with you in BBC program, which will provide you to the real news and which is taken factually and actually, either international and national. I will accompany you with many kind of information. Well, let's begin the news today, and it is about COVID-19 news. Having two doses of COVID-19 vaccinated remain the best way to protect against the Delta variants, first identified in India and now dominant in the UK. And now, the large survey of kind tell you that having two doses of COVID-19 vaccine does over pretty good protecting. Research at the University of Oxford analyzes nearly 3.5 million COVID tests between December last year and the 1st of August this month. But there was no cause for alarm. Professor Sarah Walker at the University of Oxford said,
Yeah, so it's clear that the vaccines are not working quite as well as they did against Alpha, but 2 doses are still giving good protection against new infections with Delta. A single dose of Moderna, and actually a single dose of Moderna does very well. What we can also say is that if you've had COVID before, you still do much better with 2 doses than not being vaccinated at all. So very strong findings supporting vaccination, really for everyone to think about. But what is different with Delta than Alpha is the fact that if you do happen to get COVID after being vaccinated, so remember that's a much smaller chance, but if you do get it, we now find that you have similar levels of virus in your nose and throat as someone who gets COVID without having been vaccinated. And so that's completely different from Alpha, where actually if you got COVID, you tended to have much less virus and no symptoms. And that does mean that there is the potential for people who get being vaccinated to still pass it on. So it's important for people to understand that there is that potential risk of onward transmission.
The news is over. See you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.